Presented by DirecTV.
On November 15th, mixed martial arts legend Randy Couture will defend his UFC heavyweight title against former NCAA champion pro wrestler Brock Lesnar in what will be one of the most highly anticipated bouts in the history of the sport. Both Randy and Brock are with us here on ESPN First Take to talk about the fight. And Randy, I'm going to start with you as the reigning champ. You've been out of the ring for a year. You've been out of the octagon because of a contract dispute. And now you come back and you're fighting, I would say, a much younger guy who's been in the octagon for this year. What makes you think that you're ready for this as your first fight back?
Well, I've been in this situation before. I've been out for a year before and come back better and stronger. I feel like I'm the best fighter I've ever been right now. And everybody wants to make a big deal of my age and those sorts of things, but they really don't factor in, at least not in my mind, and that's what's most important.
It's sort of a youth versus experience, maybe, because Brock, you've had 3 fights, if I remember correctly, and you lost one of them, and people have asked, why are you even fighting at this point for the heavyweight title?
That wasn't my decision. That's Dana, Dana White's decision and the company's decision to, obviously this is a business, and I think they understand that, and they put on fights that people want to see. And after my last fight and the showing that I had, it just made sense to them for Brock Lesnar to fight Randy Couture.
How ready do you think you are, though, for this fight?
Well, right now I'm not ready to fight Randy, but I will be in 10 weeks from now, and so I'm not scared of anything or anyone, and I've always been that way. And I told Dana when I came to the company, I want to fight the best, and I want to someday I want to be he's got something that I want, and that's the UFC heavyweight title. And I'm going to do everything I can to take it away from him.
And I got to believe you don't want to give it away. How ready do you think he is to fight you? I mean, 3 fights under his belt.
I don't think that matters. He's got tons of wrestling experience. He's got a strong wrestling background, which is a background I come from too, which makes this a very interesting fight.
What do you think will be your biggest challenge?
Oh, I think, as always in the heavyweight division, I'm not a big heavyweight. So facing a guy that's as athletic as Brock is and his size is what I have to be aware of.
Very, very nice. I've sat between boxers before, and it's never this nice, and I don't mean that. I mean, is there some, you talk about Brock really, he has something you want. Is there more animosity, or is it everybody just gets along in MMA?
No, I don't think everybody just gets along. I mean, this is a sport, and this is a business. I got to fight him and beat him to become the UFC heavyweight champion. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's a legend in the sport. He's got more credentials than I've got. I'm an underdog. He's an underdog because of his age. There's a lot of key factors that bounce off this super fight, and that's what's going to draw people to watch this fight.
No doubt, probably the biggest one that we've seen in recent years. I'm going to ask some really weird stuff now because I was reading bios. Randy, is this true? You were your major in college was German? Is that what you got your degree in? What do you do with German when you major in German?
Well, I intended to teach and coach at the high school level. I ended up coaching at the Division I college level in wrestling, and then from there jumped into fighting and left college coaching to pursue fighting full time.
All right, and then this was my interesting note from you, Brock. You grew up on a dairy farm. So instead of asking you what the WWE maybe taught you in wrestling, what did working on a dairy farm teach you now that you're in the MMA that you can use?
At a very young age, I figured out that work ethic, getting up at 5 in the morning.
Right.
The chores have to get done before breakfast is made. And the cows got to get fed before we get fed.
I thought you were going to say taking down the cow, maybe.
Throw the cow over the fence some hay, No, but a great work ethic, and that's who I am, and that's who I will always be. That's what I bring to this is an open mind and a great work ethic, thanks to my mom and dad and my high school wrestling coach.
Randy, what is Brock going to learn about you after this fight on the 15th that he may not know now?
I think he knows now that I know about him that we're both competitors, and I think we're both going to put it on the line come the 15th of November, and I think we have mutual respect for each other now, and I think we'll have that after that fight as well. So,
Brock, what do you think Randy's going to learn, if anything, about you that he may not know right now?
To answer it bluntly, I think he's going to be surprised.
That you'll be champ, perhaps.
Maybe.
I'll say it for you if you're not going to say it.
Well, you know, I'm a confident guy, and like I said, he's got something that I want, and I'm coming to get it.
Well, as I mentioned, this certainly seems to be the biggest fight that we've seen. It's getting the most publicity already, and it certainly does wonders for the sports. Guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck to both of you out there. And UFC 91 Couture versus Lesnar will be on pay-per-view November 15th. Check it out.